Hello, 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 everybody, everyone, and welcome to this video. This is going to be signs that you are in a healthy relationship. Thank you so much, all of you who are tuned in here on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Welcome. If you would like to contribute and make a donation to the channel, the Cash App is going to be pinned at the top of the chat in YouTube. Thank you so much for that. If you have not already, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're all notified when I post new content and when I do live streams. Usually every Friday night we do our Tarot After Dark. We had the holidays, so we had to skip a week, but we will be resuming that, okay? I am going to go ahead and bring my cousin, friend, co-host on here to get into this with me, if he is here. There he is. Mindless Maturity, how are you this evening?
All right, there we go.
I
Can you hear me?
can hear you.
Why can't I hear you though?
I don't know.
Oh my God, this is not good. This is not good.
Uh-uh.
You hear me now?
I can hear you the whole time.
Hello?
I can hear you.
It's me? All right, let me jump out and I'm going to jump back in.
Well, while he is figuring out the technicalities of his sound over there, I would like to invite you all to please visit my website, victoryforhope.com. There you can book readings with me, coaching sessions. You can purchase supplies and products over there as well. I have everything from herbs to candles to um, essential oils and even accessories like the oil burners for your oils and teas and all those type of natural holistic things that you will need for your house. Okay, so please check me out if you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. And hopefully he will go ahead and pop back on here soon. Not sure what's going on with his sound. And I think
I'm
you
good
hear me
now.
now.
Perfect.
Okay. All
Perfect.
right. All right. So, as you know, tonight's topic is going to be those signs to know that your relationship is healthy and on the right path. All right. First one I got, before I get started, I want to give a shout out to Robert Zink over at Law of Attraction Solutions because I do listen to a lot of his videos and he does have a podcast as well. And most of these steps I actually got from one of his videos. So I do want to give him a shout out and let you guys know that he's over there. Check him out. He has a lot of good things going over there because that's what you do when you get ideas from other people. You give them credit for it, right? Be responsible adults. All right. It's nothing wrong with doing something somebody else is doing, but give the credit to who you got it from. All right.
Facts.
I Y'all know who y'all are. Anyway, first, the first thing on the list says that you know you're headed in the right direction when both of you can be completely open about your past. The good, the bad, the ugly. Yes, sometimes we date some people who were jacked up, but guess what? You chose that person and you chose to stay with that person for however long you decided to stay with them, you probably still choosing to be with them, although it may not be that great. But if you cannot be completely open about the past, what part you played in the relationship not being successful, what things that you learn from that relationship that you want to either bring to the current relationship or something you just want to completely not even touch on again. Openness, honesty. Cuz what you think about that one?
I completely agree.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this is going to definitely probably be a agreement show because a lot of things we're pretty much aligned when it comes to this topic.
Mm-hmm.
And with that being said, I want to say that as we get older, we become role models. And so with me, and I've had this conversation with a few people actually today and yesterday,
Uh-huh.
as role models, um, I don't want to live a Facebook marriage. I want to call it, and the reason why I want to call it Facebook
Oh,
marriage because
oh,
I
yes.
I don't want to show people just the highlights of my marriage, but I also want to be open and discuss, not in too much detail, but
Mm-hmm.
in enough detail for people to understand the standards that you got to go into a situation and understand the reality of things.
Okay.
There's been plenty of times that, like you said, plenty of times that it's things about my past my wife didn't like and stuff about her past I didn't like,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, like you say, I'm choosing to be with her. She's choosing to be with me, and
Right.
we have chosen to make this continue because we both understand that we
Mm-hmm.
are human beings. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We are human beings. I'm not perfect. She's not perfect. I'm never going to find perfect. She's never going to find perfect.
That's right.
We can only understand and realize that as long as we have the ability to communicate our issues, our flaws, our shortcomings, and we can move on tomorrow and keep this ball rolling, then
That's right.
we got something. And that's what people gotta understand. It's all about the ability to sit down with the person you with and see tomorrow with that person. If you can
Mm-hmm.
continue tomorrow and the next day with that person, and y'all able to, like you say, communicate.
Mm-hmm.
Communication is not always about agreeing, even though me and you agreeing right now, but it's
You're
all
not
it's
gonna always agree. That's true.
right, because
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying. So you got to be able to be open about who you are, because you can't fake it for years and years down the line.
No, no. And another thing too, uh, being open about the past doesn't mean you have to constantly rehash it and constantly talk about your ex or constantly compare each other to your ex. But there are certain things that need to be shared with your current partner that's probably going to help them understand you a little bit more and the way that you move and maybe why you do things a certain way. It's all about having an understanding, not necessarily agreeing on everything, but at least being able to understand the other person's side of things and why they are the way they are.
That's so true. So
Yeah.
I actually said that we had a discussion a couple of days ago, and I said that I was like, I'm not telling you this, uh, so you can so we can agree, or we try to find agreements,
Mm-hmm.
or it's right or wrong, or fair or not
Right.
fair. I'm telling you
Right.
this because I'm trying to let you know something about me that you need to understand.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Just like it's things about her, I might not get it or I might not agree with it, but she's telling me something about her that she want me to understand. And that's what we have to do in relationships sometimes. It's just it's not about you being right or wrong. It's about you just understanding your person that you're with. They just want
Mm-hmm.
understanding of who they are. That's it. Just
Mm-hmm.
understand what they're saying. So I agree
Mm-hmm.
with that. I agree with that.
All right. Now, number two is also important. It says you share similar values. That's going to be very important because that determines like the direction that your relationship is going to go, especially if you're um talking about kids being involved. You know what I'm saying? Like how or most likely your values are going to stem from your own childhood and your own relationship with your parents and grandparents and whoever. And most of the time you're going to pass that down and you're going to do things similar, not exactly, but similar to what went on in your own childhood. Um shoot what's another example I could think of? Like some people go to church, some people don't. Some people are very generous and charitable, others are stingy. You have to have similar values because what's going to happen is you're going to be constantly button heads about everything. If y'all, again, you don't have to be the same person, be similar and complementary of one another. Like, I like to help people. My partner does not mind supporting his family and friends. Like, oh, you got a business? Oh, you selling this? Okay, I'll buy something. You know, he might not go out there and talk about it, but he'll at least get something from you if that's what you're doing. What you want to add to that one, cuz?
I want to add sometimes not just the values, but actually uh learning from experience or the model of the person. For instance, like some people you can actually be around a male figure or your father or your uncle
Mm-hmm.
and actually watch how they operate as a man,
Mm-hmm.
or or vice versa, like a guy's looking for a model of a woman. Look
Mm-hmm.
at the mother, your auntie, or
Mm-hmm.
somebody, and you watch how they operate.
Okay.
And it's like, okay, I like those attributes that that person has. I
Mm-hmm.
like those, the way that, what I'm saying, when they sit down, they talk to me, they give me eye contact. It's like certain things from your
Okay.
experience that you pull away from, that you kind of have a model of what is going to work for you based off of your experience. Because you knew, like, this auntie, when she talked like this, she didn't get no results from you. But when this auntie sat and talked with you, she got a lot of results from you. She was
Mm-hmm.
easy for you to talk to. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I need to look for a woman that kind of approaches me like this,
Yes.
because she brought
You can
something
be
to the
more open
table
with
that was
that
able
one.
to be
Mm-hmm.
opened up with. Right. So
Mm-hmm.
you should be able, from your experience, figure out the red flags that you're not going to be able to deal with.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good one. The next one, number three, there's gonna be nine of these, by the way. Number three
Okay.
says you want to share news with your partner first. Like when something exciting or happy or bad or whatever, you not going running to social media telling everybody. You're not running to your friends or whoever, but it's like, you know what? I got this good news. I got this blah blah blah. Like for example, like company that I contract through, they gave me a spotlight on the website. First person I sent that to, I forwarded the email over to my dude. Like, hey, look at this. Like, like they're shouting me out. Like I'm gonna get so much more business because of this. Blah blah blah. Then of course, my spiritual community here too, I shared that with them, but it was him first who knew what happened when um I decided to quit my job. I had been talking about it, but when I made a decision, it was him who I told, like, you know what, this it. I'm done.
I
But
feel
yeah, yeah, I think that was pretty much self-explanatory unless you have an example you want to share.
yeah, that's true. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's always that first person, you know what I'm saying, I do go to.
Mm-hmm.
Um, due to the fact, to be honest with you, I really don't talk to a lot of people on the daily, so it's only natural for me to go with to her on the daily. And I
Okay.
think that speaks to volumes of people too. When you talk to people, they be like, I forgot to tell, my lady this, or I forgot to tell my man that.
Like,
It'll speak volumes, because you're like, dang, who
yeah.
you talk to
Who
daily?
did you tell?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I
Yeah.
get it. Like, for instance, like me and you talk, but we don't talk like we talk
We don't
probably
talk
every other
every
day,
day.
but not
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even when it came to my job, I don't talk to people at my job every day. You know what I'm saying? Even though I
Mm-mm.
spend a lot of time with them at work, I don't talk to them every day.
Right.
So it's like, that should be natural to come to that. It's just because that's who you should be dealing with, and I think that should be a telltale on your relationship if you have to force that person be the one you go to first about something.
Ooh.
That should be a
Ooh.
telltale sign if that person ain't.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that to me. That's a red flag. I'm gonna be
I
honest.
I
That's a
do
red flag.
too. I do too. Like, why you not talking to your person?
Yeah,
You
that I think
telling
that's
you
kind of
telling
a red
you telling
flag.
everybody else. Okay. I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah,
Now, this one, these next two are gonna kind of like be similar, but number 4 says your partner encourages you to be your best and highest version of yourself. Like they expect you to do well. Like if you say, "Hey, I want to learn how to play the piano," they gonna send you information to help, like of piano teachers or YouTube videos to help you get started with learning how to play the piano. Like if
yeah.
you I don't know, like how me and you do, like you send me stuff all the time, like, but your family, but that should also carry over with you and your partner. Like they should encourage you, even if they don't have any knowledge of what it is you do, they are willing to, if they know somebody or a source where you know what, I got somebody that I know, blah, 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 that would be perfect for you to talk to about that, you
Right.
know, and not and not projecting their own insecurities off to you. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That was deep. That was
Oh
deep.
my God.
That was deep. That
I
was
we
deep.
I know you know these people. Like you
Oh
tell
yeah.
them, like, you know what, I think I want to do so and so. And instead of them saying, you know what, you can do it, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's a hard field to be in, or they don't make a lot of money, or I don't know, like where you gonna have to move to, like why you want to move all the way over there? Why you want to, can you just be happy for me? Be happy that I'm happy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, I'm telling you, that's what I said. That's deep. It's deep because people gotta understand. Oh man, like, I'm gonna start it from here.
Mhm.
One thing I have noticed from living and experience and watching people, a lot of most people, not the genuine, because genuine is rare. People gotta
Mhm.
say genuine is rare. So when I say most, that's the majority, and trust me, it's a lot of this out here.
Yep, yep.
They focus on that kind of stuff when they're trying to get some, or they got an agenda behind what they're doing. A
Mhm.
lot of people don't carry that kind of mindset consistently through long
Ooh,
term when
okay.
it comes to supporting your dreams, supporting your skills, backing you, being
Mm.
there.
Mhm.
Like, cause that stuff takes work, and a
Yeah.
lot of people ain't doing that. A
They ain't
lot of
trying to
people
be
don't.
there long
Yeah,
term.
long
Mhm.
term. No, they'll do that shit at the beginning, and that's why I always tell people you gotta stop trying to grade somebody based off of, I call it the preseason. You know what I'm saying? Stop grading people off of
Yeah,
the preseason.
yeah.
You start grading them through the regular season. And the regular
Mhm.
season is when you are really in that relationship and how they are really not before they get the poom poom or they jump on the dick or whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
Start grading that person after all of that.
yeah,
You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? Once
yeah.
you gave them some, see how they operate. See how consistent they is in what you're trying to do and how they do it. Cause I mean, even like for me, like Trisha tell you when she said she like doing art, Trisha didn't have to. I went bought brushes, brought paper. I ain't know
Mhm.
shit about art. I'm over there at people at the store like, man, okay, so what is
What is she
this?
gonna need? Yeah.
Yo, what is that? And a canvas. Oh, okay, that's what she be doing. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? Like I'm learning as we go. And I remember one
Uh-huh.
time we actually went on a date to go out to eat. And beside the place, it was actually a freaking supermarket arts place. So I walked around with her
Oh,
with that and showed her different stuff that she could probably get
yeah.
to inspire her. She's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? How I was just lighting up and shit. But it's like I instantly think of her. I always instantly think of her. Not
Mhm.
when I want something, but it's a natural flow of, hey, let me do
Mhm.
this for you. Let me get that for you. Let's try, try this out, try that out. So
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. It's gotta be natural with no agenda, no strings attached to it.
Yes, and that goes right into number 5. You feel secure within the relationship.
Yeah.
You're not worried about what they're thinking, how they feel about you, what y'all are to each other, who else they talking to, who else they doing this with, because the person not only telling you, they showing you actions. Y'all, I say it all the time. Listen to what they do, not what they say. A person do what they want. They say what you want. They're gonna say what you want, but they're gonna do what they want. And if they want to make sure that you feel comfortable and that you stay with them, they're gonna make sure they walk it like they talk it.
I had a conversation. I think it was like yesterday. I swear I talk a lot, man. So I had to
Yeah.
talk to somebody. And one thing I've learned, and I've learned this over time, is
Mm.
that some people don't even want to hear what they don't want to hear.
No, they don't.
So even if some people, if you even got a real one, you really wouldn't want that real one. To be honest with you, a lot of people are like, I want me a real one. No, you don't.
No, you don't. Because when they say something real, you gonna swear they trying to down you
Yeah,
or they trying to hurt you.
yeah. Well, that's your opinion. Okay, that's fine, but it's
Yes, it
true.
is. Yeah.
It's a true opinion.
That's my perspective of what
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, like okay, but it's true. Like what I'm saying, I believe that. You know what I'm saying? So a
Yeah.
lot of people, I mean, it's bad, but we got to get out of that, man. We got to get out of the whole. I want hear what I want to hear, and I'm
Hmm.
not going to listen to what I don't want to listen to.
Hmm.
Um, because I'm okay, I'm gonna be all right, and you're not really okay,
You're not
or
all
you're
right.
right. Like we gotta
You're
do
not all
better
right.
self evaluation of ourselves when it comes to how we communicate and get information from people.
Hmm.
Because we true enough, we all got opinions and feelings, but there still is a such thing as facts. Like facts are
Yeah.
does exist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Facts does exist. Like
Yeah, they
yes,
do.
like these are glasses. You know, and you might want to call them something else, but I wear these to see. Like that's the fact. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
because
don't.
people, I mean, because they're tinted, they'll be like, "Oh, them shades, them sunglasses." Yeah, but they prescription. Like I need these things.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's not.
Yeah,
That could you want to make an opinion? True, but it's a
yeah,
fact.
yeah.
So you know, I'm just saying it's just that little something. People we keep forgetting that there's such thing as facts.
Now this one is important, and I know you have a lot to say about this one. You both have shared goals and dreams. You got to have like at least a mutual understanding and vision as to where you're going.
Oh yeah.
What is it that you want from the relationship? Is that what you both want? Because it might be a deal breaker.
Shit, that is a deal breaker.
You
Not having it.
know
I'm
what
telling
I'm
you,
saying? Like,
that's a deal breaker for me. That's a
I,
deal
I
breaker.
I might want kids. You might be like, I don't want no kids. I
Yeah.
might want to live by the water. You want to live in the mountains. Like, like I don't know, but like important things, like where is it, like important stuff like finances, living arrangements, children, retirement, because people don't think about that. People
No.
don't think about that at all. Like, I come from a family where, my mom's side more so, and because my mom had to do this, like if we do not have to put a family member in a nursing home, we will not. Somebody is going to step up to make sure that that person is comfortable and they're with somebody that they know and they love and they trust, so they do not feel like they're being tossed aside or thrown away. And that's important because, like, your parents are going to get older.
Yeah.
Your parents get to the point to where they can't live by themselves no more. It might happen at 70, it might happen at 97. I don't know. But
Yeah.
where are you okay with, I got my mom, blah, blah, blah. It's already understood. My mama's coming to stay with me.
Oh
Wherever
yeah.
I'm at, she's coming.
Yeah.
And wherever we live, she got a room there.
Facts.
Whenever she want to visit, or when it's time for her to stay for good, She got a space. Hello, Janice. Welcome, darling. She's got a space there. Um, what you? I know you agree with that one, but
Yeah, man, I was in it. I was like, "Shit, you speaking for me?" I'm like,
yeah,
man,
yeah, like
like,
shoot,
I mean,
that's
that's
important
true.
stuff. You
That's
got to
it's very
talk
important.
about the like the long term. Like, I mean, it's okay. Like right now, oh yeah, I like to go out to eat. I like to go to the beach. Okay, well, you want to get married, or do you just want to go together? You want to
Yeah,
live together first, or you just want to, like, I don't know, like important things, like big big stuff. You have to talk about the big stuff, and you got to talk about it early. Now, of course, don't be expecting to get married next month unless
yeah,
y'all done been together long enough to be there, or you already planned it. But you do have to talk about whether or not that's what your person wants. Because I mean, again, deal breakers. Ain't no sense in you waiting around 7 years for somebody who does not want what you want.
yeah. And we got to stop having these conversations in fear. Like a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
have these conversations in fear of the fact that if I don't say the right thing, I'm gonna lose that person.
Well, you
That's
probably need to lose that person.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
you need to
saying.
lose
Like,
that person if you're afraid to say something.
yeah, say it. Say
Yeah,
everything. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I don't care how goofy it is, how freaky it is, how non-logical it is. If that's what you want, if that's what you need to be yourself for the forever thing, then
Mm-hmm.
it needs to be discussed and don't hinder your thought process because a lot of people live life with so much regrets, and people
Mm-hmm.
gotta understand all this shit causes illnesses, diseases, and all these other
Mm-hmm.
issues we have based off of we just bottling up everything
Yeah,
and
that's
not
being
really.
secure. That's being
Yeah.
secure in a relationship. If you're secure in a relationship, you can be you and feel comfortable
And
and
it's
free
so
around that person.
relaxing.
If you cannot be yourself, whatever yourself is,
Yeah,
if you cannot be that with your person because you're afraid they're not going to like the real you, then that ain't your person.
it ain't. It ain't. And trust me, it's somebody out there. There's somebody out there that's
Somebody
gonna
out there is
match
going to like what yes,
yeah,
yes.
match your fly. So we gotta stop doing this. We gotta stop wasting each other's time. We gotta stop wasting each other's energy on shit that you know is not going to be compatible for you.
Hmm.
If it's not going to rock you in the way that it needs to rock your life in order for you to be the better version of yourself. Because you gotta
Yes,
understand something. When you pick this person, y'all gonna go through a lot of shit together. So
yes.
it's best to have a motherfucker around that you're gonna be able to laugh, cry, through all this process
Everything
with.
with,
You
yes,
gotta be
like
able to.
if they haven't seen you at your worst or close to your worst, they ain't
It's
it, baby. They are not it. I'm
yeah,
telling you, because every day is not gonna be sunshine and rainbows.
yeah.
Not
Stop.
saying you got to, not saying you got to go through months and years of turmoil, but some days it's gonna hit the fan.
Oh
Things are
yeah,
gonna happen. And when they do, is your person gonna be there for you? Are
yeah,
you gonna be free enough to be open and honest enough with that person as to what you're feeling and what you're going through, what you need from them while you're going through it? Vice versa. You gonna be there for them and be able to give them what they need while they going through whatever they going through. Or you gonna run? You gonna leave them? Or you gonna stick it out?
that's the problem. A lot of us ask for shit, but we don't match it.
Hmm.
We over here say, "I need this, I need that, I'm gonna
You
need this, I'm gonna
you
need
got to
that,"
give it. You got to be what you want.
but you ain't putting out that same energy.
You got to keep that same energy.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Now this one is a very important one. Lord knows I got a client right now. Bless her heart. This child has done everything I told her ass not to do.
I thought you was gonna say the opposite. I swear to God, I thought you was about to say she done did
No,
everything I told her to do. But go ahead.
no, everything I told her not to do. She did it.
Damn.
Number 7 is fighting fair, not being hurtful and explosive when you are angry.
Ah, yeah.
Now, I have had to reel myself back in. But I have sense enough to know when, okay, Lex, you going too far.
Yeah.
Or probably like you shouldn't have said that way. And I know how to come back and, where I messed up at and apologize and correct that situation. I have not done that in a very long time because
Right.
you learn.
Yeah.
There is a way to communicate what it is. If you feel like your person is not appreciating you, or you feel that your person isn't being honest with you, tell them in a neutral, calm tone. Do not go have that conversation when you hurt and when you angry and thinking that you trying to hurt them is going to fix the situation. No, it's going to make them, especially a man, it's going to make him ignore your crazy ass. Because you're acting, not saying that you are crazy, but at that moment you're acting crazy. And he don't hear nothing that you're saying, no way. Because how you're saying it. You start hollering at me, I'm be like, okay, why are you hollering? And here's another thing you can do. This will help because I did this a lot until I was able to like at least get control of my own temper. Write a letter. Don't be sending paragraphs and paragraphs of text messages, like actual pen and paper letter. Because I guarantee you, by the time you finish writing that letter down, you will have calmed down by the
Yeah,
time you
that's
get
true.
it out. You're going to calm down by the time you get it out on paper. And when you're ready for them to read it, after you done calm down, give it to them, give them the opportunity to process it, and then come to you so y'all can discuss it. Again, coming to a resolution does not mean y'all agree. It just means that you are able to acknowledge the part that you played and how y'all got to where y'all are, and you understand the other person's side of things, and you correct your behavior going forward because now you know this makes them feel this kind of way. Cause how do you operate when you know get a little razzle dazzle and you got something to say? How do you go about expressing yourself?
I have impressed myself over the years because like, well, the way I communicate with my kids' wife is different. Like I still chew my kids out. I swear I bark all day long.
Lord have
But
mercy.
but with her, it's different now. It's different.
Mm-hmm.
Um I come at it more of I'm more tactical. What I do is and I ask questions
Mm-hmm.
to get her to answer to the point of her pretty much saying what I was going to say. But what I do
Okay.
is
It
I
seems like
ask,
she said it.
I ask her the question to her. She just speak it out. So I
Uh-huh.
be like, aha. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get to. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Instead of me saying,
Okay.
bye, bye, bye. And then she get defensive and say, no, no. What I
Right.
do is I sit down, I start with questions.
Uh-huh.
I ask a question, then I ask another
Mm-hmm.
question. I'd be like, so what about this? Until I get to the answers that I need to film to be like, okay, this is what you said, right? And this is how things are. And this is how you said it, and you said it. So all I'm doing is I'm using the words that she said to me to communicate back to her to so
That's my
she's not,
point. Yeah.
instead of me saying, all right, like I'm doing this. Instead of me doing this, all I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing is just turn it back to you. And
Mm-hmm.
you shooting all your information to yourself. So
Mm.
you're being aware of what you're saying, so you can kind of get my point. And I'm not fighting with you, but I'm just clarifying what you're saying. Cause like you said, what you said at the very beginning, when you find
Mm-hmm.
somebody that has the similar values and they're aligned to you, 9 times out of 10, their point of views are going to be as the same as yours. It's just
Mm-hmm.
going to be molded different.
Yeah.
So it's up for a man, and I do point this out to the man. It's as a man and as the leadership of your household,
Mm-hmm.
it's your responsibility to get you and your wife your wife, or if y'all not married, your other half on the same wavelength.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's up to you to be able to bridge the communication. Because
Mm-hmm.
it's not like she's not listening to you. It's not like she don't want to talk, but it's up to you to bridge those together. It's up to you to do that. As a man, you have to be able to bridge it together.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of the shared values, I'm actually going to swap number 8 for number 9, because I feel like the order is a little bit off.
Okay.
Number 9, but which is now number 8, is you both walking this a similar spiritual path, and I think that goes hand in hand with the similar values. You have to have like some sort of belief system,
Yeah.
whatever it is. There has to be some sort of belief system, some sort of you. And again, I don't care where you are in life. I don't care how you're raised, where you live at. You have to believe that there is some higher power greater than yourself.
Facts.
If you don't,
Facts.
you are gonna be completely lost in this world
I'm with you.
if you think otherwise. Whatever that higher power is your business.
Yeah.
But you have to believe there is something out there bigger and greater than you.
Facts. Facts.
Even if it's living within you. But yes, um, Miss Janet Smith, she says, just listen to what you all are saying is true. But for me and my man, he says she's too outspoken. Well, I know a lot of times we do get that as women, because most of us are more expressive than men are. Men feel how they feel, but they don't say it as often and as much as we do. So that's just a matter of him not being as open and communicative as you are. He doesn't understand how you could just say whatever, because he doesn't do that. So it's just a little bit different, I feel. Miles, you got anything you want to add to that? What Janice
Yeah.
said?
Yeah. I guess when it comes to the outspokenness, I guess as long as the outspokenness is respectful,
Mm-hmm.
cause that's the key.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't mind my daughters, especially like my middle one. I already know she's gonna be outspoken, but
Mm-hmm.
what I
Because
tell
I
her,
know I am. So
yeah, you are too. But the key is with your outspokenness, be respectful
yeah,
and
it's a way
understand.
to say
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and also understand your position also with your outspokenness, because your outspokenness can become a gift or a curse or how you position it. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Because your outspokenness can fuck around and your husband can lose his job, or your
Mm-hmm.
outspokenness can fuck around and give him a promotion. It's all about how you position yourself in a situation. You
That's
know what I'm
true.
saying? Because if your man take you to an event for his job, you know what I'm saying, and you're shaking hands and you're talking with people, if you over here just snappy nappy attitude and saying what you don't like and what you don't like, you can fuck around, you can fuck up his whole career, and he could never get promoted. But if you go in there, get everybody laughing, big up your man, you know what I'm saying, get in good with the managers and the supervisors and all this stuff, and they say, dang, your woman is knowledgeable, she know you. You know what I'm saying? You know how to gravitate the room to your center, then that man, when he get back to work, man, I mean, they're gonna look at him as a king. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So it's all about the respect level of how you are outspoken and how you utilize it. If
That
you
is
utilize it
true.
poorly, trust me, it's going to reflect him. And if it reflects him, all the men in his circle is going to shun him. Because that's one thing my wife asked me yesterday. We had a conversation of how do a man is graded and deemed a man? We are graded and deemed a man by other men. Other men is going to be to say, hey, Dante, that's the man. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? He's the man. You know what I'm saying? Because who dictates who's men? Other men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My son don't become a man until I tell my son, you know what, you the man now. My
Mm-hmm.
wife can't do that. I do that because He's got to walk in my shoes of what I'm doing, and I got to be able to see, can he handle it? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Welcome, Jeremy from Facebook. Thank you for tuning in. Now, this last one is, I'm going to say, the key to you really getting the things that you want, and that is being grateful for one another and showing gratitude. And that's for your partner, for the life that you want, for, your children, your career, whatever it is that you either already have, or even the things that may not physically be here yet, but you're wanting to attract those things to you. You have to be grateful for the process, and be grateful for being there as if it was already there. I know I'm grateful for my partner because he's exactly what I needed. And I've told Mindless Maturity this before, like I had known him 2 years prior to, what we started, what we have now. And my exact prayer was, Lord, send me, not let me find, let me seek. Lord, send me the man that I and my son need. Not what I want him to look like, not how much money I want him to make, not where I want him to live, but what is it that we need in our life. And I thanked him, went on about my business. Poof, week later, we done started this thing. And some of the stuff that I can maybe talk to Mindless Maturity about and pray about, have not said it to him, but I'll pray about it. And I say, Lord, thank you for, making it so. Thank you for getting it done. And whatever I need to change or tweak about myself, I acknowledge that too, because as wonderful as I am, I'm not perfect. But being grateful, telling them thank you, because a lot of stuff they don't have to do. This man has attended all kinds of functions with me, my friends, and my family around. He ain't got to do that. And I know over half of it he didn't want to do, but he did it because it was important to me. And I made sure that I told him verbally and in other ways that I was happy that he was there, that I was glad he was there, and thanked him for doing it. And he was like, oh, yeah, of course. But he's not used to hearing that. So knowing that I'm not just expecting it, even though I do expect him to do things I asked him to do, I let him know that I'm grateful for you doing it. I don't take it for granted that you're here, because you don't have to be. So, Mindless, what's some ways you show your wife that you're grateful for her,
Um,
or ways that you like to be shown gratitude, either or?
or I
Uh-huh.
mean, for her, when I show my gratitude, you know what I'm saying? Like I think I said it before on another show, like give massages. I like to give
Mm,
massages, rubber feet, rubber back, stuff like that.
we like
Uh,
that.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Even little stuff like, we'll go shower together, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm goofy, you know what I'm saying? I fuck
Mhm.
around and like post some cold water to shower just to fuck with her. Like I do goofy shit. I do goofy shit to show her like, hey, I genuinely appreciate you because I'll treat you like my best friend. I
Yes,
play as
you
serious I
play with you.
am all the time, but when I
Yeah.
start playing, that's showing you that I am appreciative of you.
Yes.
And I even say it too. I make sure I tell her, I grab her waist, look in the eye, be like, hey, I appreciate you. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? Um, and just like you as men, that's how we do it. When we're goofy and we're relaxed, that's how we're really showing you our true colors of us showing you our appreciation.
Mm-hmm.
Because our day-to-days are always stressful, but we have that time to relax and be goofy around you. We're being vulnerable. And
Yes.
that's when I'm vulnerable with you. That is the utmost of respect of showing you, you know what I'm saying, you give me peace. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And that's not easily earned. And so
Oof.
when you know what I'm saying, when she give me that peace, man, and we can
Mm-hmm.
act goofy You know what I'm saying? Throw shit at each other. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we just do dumb shit. I ain't gonna lie, we
Yeah,
do dumb shit, man. I
yeah.
ain't gonna lie. But
We do too. We'll break out in the middle of a conversation and like we'll be playing some music in the background and either he or I would like grab the other one like come dance with me. And we'll
yeah,
just start dancing just out the blue.
shit. We be dancing with no damn music. We just be going side to side. Ain't shit playing.
Yes,
We just be,
the music in your head.
you know what I'm saying? I hold her waist, she got my shoulders, we just ain't shit playing. I know our kids looking at it like they crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I'm saying? It's just, especially after we done had a rough day or a rough week and we done overcome the obstacles, what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
We'll do shit like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I always try to take her to like her favorite spot, or I'm gonna put you on a little story real quick. I
Okay.
remember before my supervisor retired, his name was Stacy, man. And me, he used to call me every day before work because 9 times out of 10, I'd be the last one off the field because I'd be getting that overtime.
Mm-hmm.
So he always called me, T, you on your way to the house? I was like, yeah, man. And he was like, man, where you at? I was like, at the gas station. He was like, every time I call you, you at the gas station. What's up with that?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm getting some Hershey chocolate. He was like, you don't eat chocolates? Cause he know I'm a health nut on stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
So he's like, man, you don't eat chocolate. What you get chocolates for? I'm like, that's for my
From
wife.
wife. Mm-hmm.
And he was like, oh, he was like, yeah, like every time I come home, I bring her some chocolate because I know that's what she like.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, you know what? I'm gonna start doing
Mm-hmm.
that. So the next day he called me and I was at the store. Guess where he was at? At the
At
store.
stove.
He was like, T, guess what I'm about to buy? I was like, what you buying, Stacy? He was like, man, my lady like them baby Ruths. I was like, for real,
Okay.
Stacy? He was like, yeah, he old country white guy, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So he like, I you getting some baby Ruths, man. So he got us some baby Ruth. He was like, man, T, you ain't lying. I talked to my wife about that yesterday, about what you do for your wife. And she
Uh
all giggling and stuff. She didn't say no words, but
oh.
she giggled. So I
Uh-huh.
knew I had to try
You've had it, yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So he was like, so the next day, I be getting to work. He came to visit me on the job. And he was like, T, man, he was like, you got an old soul. And I was like, why is that? He was like, man, every time we have conversations and you talk to me about this stuff, and I
Mm-hmm.
talk to my wife or I implement it, you be right on. He was like, you be right on.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, yeah. I
See,
was
look
like,
at
yeah,
it.
man, I got my wife, that baby Ruth. You know what she
Uh-huh.
did for me? She rubbed my back, rubbed my feet, everything. She ain't did that in years. I was like, hey,
Man, I'm
little
trying to tell
things,
you.
little
Listen,
things.
listen, mine, he had a very long day once. We had went to a cookout again, my friends, not his. So he went there to, for me. And he wanted to go home, but I told him, well, and he wanted me to come with him. And I said, I want to, continue the night with you. I said, but my son been at home all day and I don't want to like leave him no more, today. Like, I know he's going to want us to come there. So he's like, okay, say no more. So instead of him going all the way home, he comes over to my house, but we had to leave to go help out a friend. And he was like, all right, let's go, And he did that because that was my friend. And he saw how worried I was and how important she was to me. So he's like, okay, well, let's go get her. We come back and he's there like watching cartoons and having a conversation with my son. And the next time I went over to his house, he likes whiskey. No, or is it scotch? I think it's like a whiskey scotch blend. Johnny Walker. He likes that Johnny Walker Black. I bought him a bottle of Johnny Walker Black and I pulled that thing out my bag. And first he jumped back like, what you pulling out your bag? So, so I pulled that bottle out my bag. He's like, what's this? I was like, I told you I had something for you. Thank you for helping me, with my friend, blah, blah. He's like, you didn't have to do that. I said, I know I didn't. I said, but I wanted to. And all he said was thank you. But the smile on his face, I knew it really made him feel good, and he hugged me and he kissed me, and that whole night he was just so lovey-dovey with me. I mean, he touchy feely. I mean, he was like so giddy
Yeah,
all night long. But yes, you were absolutely right about that.
yeah. My
Yeah,
wife bought this shirt for me. The pouch.
yeah,
Cause I watch
Uh-huh.
Power. I watch Power
Uh-huh.
all the time. I done watched this shit 8 times over and over again, every season over and over again. And so
Yeah.
she bought me the shirt because she was like, I know how much you love that show. And I wear the hell out the shirt. Anything my wife buy me, I wear the
Uh-huh.
fuck out of it. I wear that
Yeah.
bitch by almost every day. Cause and she know that shit. Like, man, I know when I buy something for you, you know what I'm saying? I know you appreciate it. Cause
Yeah.
you'll wear that shit 7 days straight with no shame. With no shame. You'll just wear the hell out of it. You know what I'm saying? But she
That's
likes
so
it.
funny.
She'll
Yeah.
complain, but deep down inside, she likes it because
She
she'll
like,
keep
okay,
buying shit.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
okay, yeah, you been wearing that shirt. Let me get you another shirt so you'll wear something else.
Yeah, that's what she do. That's exactly why she'll do it. Let me change his outfit because he'll keep wearing that
She
shit.
gonna keep wearing.
Yep, yep. So yeah, man. So yeah, that's what's up.
Oh, oh my goodness. So that was the last one. So I'm just gonna go real quick through the nine signs that you know you are on the right path or in a healthy relationship, and then we're gonna close this thing out. So number one was being open and honest about the past. Number two was having similar values. Number three, wanting to share news and accomplishments with your partner first. Okay, they're the first one you go to. Number four, your partner encourages you to be your highest and best version of yourself. Number five, you feel secure in the relationship. Number six, you have mutual goals and dreams. Number seven, you're fighting fairly, not being hurtful, not being explosive. Okay. Number eight, you both walk a similar spiritual path. And number nine, you are grateful for one another and live a life of gratitude. That is how you know you are on the right path and that you are with the right person and you're headed in the right direction. And you're probably going to last a long time. If you're not already married, you are well on your way if you have all of this going on. And of course, there's other things that you can add to it. If those of you watching have another sign that you knew that your person was the one, share that with us in the comments. I'd love to read them and share this video with people you feel who could use it or need a little bit of encouragement. All right. Mindless maturity. Go ahead and give them your info.
Okay. Hey, it's your boy Mindless. Hey, I got a new series on my shows on Camo Greens. I'm gonna start doing animation. I dropped my first little animation show on Facebook. I'm gonna start putting it on YouTube as well as Facebook, but I'm doing my new little animation thing. It's pretty fly. Like I said, I'm just trying to dive in some new things. As well as I got massage oil, tentacle oil. You can check me out on mindlessmaturity.com, as well as Instagram, Snapchat, all those things. Everything is mindless maturity. So check your boy out.
Yes. And also, again, if you haven't already subscribed to Prophetic Lex, please do so. The link to my website, if you want to speak with me directly, is going to be in the description box. Okay. I got family in and out the next, this past week. So we did not do a Tarot After Dark. I'm not sure about this coming Friday. I will, keep you guys posted on that, but definitely next week we will resume if we do not have a show this week. And that's why I wanted to go ahead and give you guys something today, since we weren't able to do the Tarot After Dark. And this is something I wanted to share for a while, just never actually took the time out to do it. So want to thank Mindless Maturity for being here with us. And yeah, subscribe, buy some stuff, check some stuff out. Love you guys. God bless. Take care.
Love y'all.